No one can hear you. Keep moving on. Keep moving on.
Hello, all of you wonderful, wonderful people. It is your boy, Rylionn, and joining me tonight is the wonderful Dark. I'm sorry. The man, Dark himself. I messed up his wonderful intro. I'm so sorry, Dark.
You know what? I can be a duck, and I'll be proud of it. Thanks, Rylionn.
You're very welcome. That is what I'm here for. But yes, it is very exciting. I'm very much looking forward to tonight's game. Welcome to round 7. It is Division 2. We have Across the Map versus Ventures. We have the number 1 seed versus the number 4 seed. And this is looking really good because it is the top 4 teams of each division that are actually going to be making it into the playoffs, which is after 9 weeks. So we are going to be closing out the regular division here soon. I'm looking forward to it. Let me go ahead and go over the standings, though. For those of you that are just popping in, just tuning in for the first time, have never seen us before, we have so far, this is once again Division 2, Across the Maps in first place, Eggplant in second place. We have Stupid Teen Diff in third, Team Ventures in fourth. We have X Rising Esports in fifth. We have Bandits in Pajamas in sixth, and then Double McFeeders in seventh. So there's only 7 members of the Division 2 here, and it is very close. Even though it says first through sixth, there's literally like a 2-point difference between 6th place and 2nd place, so it is very close. Dark, like, number 1 versus number 4, though. Who are you going with? It's a 3-series game. I mean, how are you feeling with tonight's matchup?
I mean, I haven't personally seen any of Across the Maps games, but they haven't dropped a single game, if I'm not wrong. So, I mean, they're definitely favored. And if Ventures is able to take them down somehow, like with I think they have some new players and whatnot.
Absolutely.
That'll be amazing to see, right? And like, I'm all in for this wonderful game. Let's go.
I am as well, and draft has already started, so my apologies here. They have the first 3 bands already done, and they already picked the, it looks like the ADCs and the support now for the side of Across the Map. As you see here on your screen, Ventures is going to start off on blue side here, and Across the Map will be on red side. And for the side of Ventures, let me go ahead and break it down for all of you wonderful folks. We have here, I should have asked how to pronounce this, Sechos, I'm going to say, in the top lane here. Constellation, mi amor, is going to be in the jungle. Pyro Nokus is going to be the mid laner, Parcel as the ADC, and Rezi as the support. And for the red side here on Across the Map, we have Juggernaut in the top lane, Mr. Shmee in the jungle, Gigi No Rematch as the mid laner, Jury as ADC, and Ali Dragon as support. And Jury was actually our MVP last time that we even saw Across the Map. So I hope to see, you know, if they do win, another MVP reigning from him. Last time Juggernaut also had like huge impact as well. The whole team, obviously, very impactful. But let's go back to the draft here real quick. We have now the bot laners for both teams. Lucian and Nami for Across the Map on red. Jinx and Alistar for Ventures. And then Kane and Poppy. I'm assuming both jungler picks here. But so far in the draft, how are you feeling about this for each side?
I mean, we see a classic draft, right? You take ADC first, then you counter like whatever the enemy team picks. So like, picking Jinx B1 is always good in my opinion because she's just that good right off a champion right now. And I mean, she did get a little nerfed, and I play ADC, so I personally felt a little weak in the early laning phase. But if she's able to get through it, which Alistar is like should be able to help her out, like disengage whenever Lucianami goes in. So like I personally feel Lucianami is like super strong, but if Alistar is able to play the game correctly, then Jinx should be able to like make it out of the laning phase. And we all know how powerful Jinx is in 5v5.
That is true. That is extremely true, and I mean, I do have to give it to the side of across the map early that Lucian Nami is stupid, disgusting early on, especially against an Alistar who is very weak, essentially useless at level 1. But you know what? It really depends on how each of these teams play. I mean, they're both very good. We do see the classic Nami Lucian from the side of Jury and Ali, and they played it so well. Level 2, perfect timing on the engage. It was disgusting. For the last final bans, though, going over it, I apologize, we keep on deterring from that. The Ryze and the Zillion here from the side of across the map, and Yorick and Ari for the side of Ventures. And I don't know why, but my thing just got disbanded here, so I'll go ahead and recreate that just real quick. But yes, Corki now picked up for the side of across the map. More than likely a mid pick. It's been a little bit since we've seen him, but every single time that we have seen him, he's been a huge menace. So I do like that from the side of across the map. And then Syndra is going to be the follow-up. So they are really picking 1 for 1 right now, Dark, like 100%.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the same deal with Corki Syndra matchup, right? Like if Corki is able to get out of the laning phase, his poke is like undeniably just better. And Syndra can play early game, is able to get the CC on to Corki, and if jungle is able to come help her out, then Syndra can also make it work. So
that is true.
I really like the draft adaptations that both the teams are going after one pick after the other, right? Like you pick Jinx and you're like, okay, we go early game, we put all our eggs in Lucian Nami basket because they are so stupidly strong.
Absolutely.
And then you like, okay, maybe we just play for disengage and we take Alistar, right? Like both Alistar and Syndra are able to disengage. Kayn to me is a little bit off pick. Just personally, I don't feel like he's the best in 5v5, but I don't really know if the jungler is a really good Kayn player. So he might be having something that we probably don't know, right?
Okay.
And you see the Yorick band away. Juggernaut is a classic split pusher player. I know his champ pool a little bit, and he picked Nasus. So we're gonna have a fun game on our hand tonight.
Yes, we are. I mean, Nasus is Nasus is one of those classic, really fun picks. I love those. I'm not sure what happened, but I am not in the lobby anymore. If you could send me an invite, please, that'd be great. But yes. And this is the final matchups. We have predictions live for you all, so please spend your channel points. So we have here for the side of Ventures, we have Jinx and Alistar on the bot lane, Kayn in the jungle, Syndra in the mid lane, and Kale in the top side. And for across the map, we have Lucian Nami in the bot, Poppy in the jungle, Corki in the mid, and Nasus in the top. So come level 6, I could see Kale clearly winning this, but like overall, who are you going with for your game number 1?
I want to say across the map, it's a pretty balanced, in my opinion. Like both teams have the option, and like they can both pop off in their own regards. But I think just because how strong Lucianami is early game, just because how Nasus scales into late game, Nasus Corki is undeniably just scaling out of their mind, right? And then Poppy is there to like, hey, if Kayn tries to Q in, right, I can stop him. If Alistar tries to go in, I can stop him, right? So if they're able to play like late game, I think Corki poke with Nasus split push and Lucianami, if they're able to do early, good game. So I think across the map for me, game 1 is the winner. What do you think, Rylionn?
Well, I'm gonna go with across the map only because it's like I've seen how they play as a 5-man squad. I know how good Jury is in the bot lane. Poppy is a very good jungle. He's able to dodge a lot of the dashes. That's a huge part of Venture's comp is the Alistar engage there, and Poppy being able to negate that completely is the only tank that they have. That's the only engage that they have to even try to set up anything outside of maybe the stun from Syndra, which they can't block. But if she pushes them away and they can stop the rest of the engage from Ventures, what is there then really? And I just learned that custom is down.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on, but like I'm trying to invite and it's not working, so I'm not sure if this is bugged out. If I, oh shit, hold on, I just started a game. I just need to exit out real quick. But yeah, not sure what's going on with that, but we will definitely figure it out. Once again, take a look at the teams. I'm going with across the map personally. Not that Ventures can't do it. Jinx is a very, very hyper hard carry. Same thing with Kale later in game as well. So if they can get to level 16 each of them, if Kale's able to get to that point, it's just going to be utter chaos for the side of across the map. When you have a Ruden's Hurricane, full crit Jinx, and then you have a level 16 Kale, that's a lot. That's a lot of damage that they have to try to negate, and range. It's just going to be outpoked. Like, even if they can get on top, then you have Alistar who's able to go ahead and pulverize. He can headbutt. He doesn't necessarily have to engage with his ulti, so it's just like, that's great. Custom
I think
is
both
broken.
teams are lacking a little bit of engage. Like, obviously, Alistar is their only engage, as you said. If Kane is going Rast, then yeah, he has like W over the ball. He can like try to go in, but again, Poppy is such a good champion into those such a good counter into those champions. So I think that if Red side is just able to play Quirky Poke and Nasus split push come late game, I don't think Red should lose, in my opinion. But again, if Ventures just outperforms them individually, then it could be a totally different game, right? Because Nasus is weak early, Quirky is weak early, so if like Kane is able to put pressure on those two solo lanes and get them ahead, then Sunda can one-shot Lucian no problem come late game.
All right, I mean, very valid. Both teams have the capabilities of winning this. Obviously, I do kind of favor across the map only because they're undefeated. They've proven themselves to be a really good dominant force in Division 2. But Ventures is also, 4th seed as well. They're doing a phenomenal job. They've done a great job these past couple of weeks playing as a team. Their macro play is probably just as good as across the map as well. So I'm very much looking forward to the outcome of this, absolutely. But it's going to be a banger. We have just a couple of minutes here. Let me go ahead. We have a little bit of technical difficulties due to the fact that League is top tier client sometimes. But yes, I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be starting soon, okay? Alright, sorry about that, folks. Welcome back. Alright, the in-game draft is underway. Let me go ahead and pause that music. Sorry about that. But yes, here is your teams. Once again, if you haven't already done the predictions, please do so if they haven't already closed out. They are closed out, so never mind. But yes, I'm definitely looking forward to this. I mean, it's all about scaling in this one is really what it comes down to. They have the scaling of the Jinx and the Kale, along with the scaling of the Nasus. And I would say Corki as well has pretty good damage later in game as well. But, you know, it's really going to come down to just coordination and how they play in team fights. Because if Kayn can get the upper hand and he can assassinate Lucian or Nami, that's a very intricate part, you know, out of that. And Nami is extremely squishy, so I'd be taking advantage of that. Corki is also extremely squishy, but they have high mobility, Lucian and him. You know, they can escape and things like that. And I wouldn't be focusing the Nasus. He has too much sustain later in game. So where would you want your focus primarily to be if you are Team Ventures at the moment?
As Team Ventures, I would like Kayn to focus the side lanes and try to get a lead in like some sort of way, so that at least if they are not able to win bot lane, which I assume would be the case, they're at least able to like do something on the other side of the map, right? So I mean, Ventures is pretty immobile. Like the whole team is not that mobile, as you said. Lucian, Poppy. I mean, not Poppy. Poppy is also pretty fast. Corki, they're all like they can all escape. But if you know the Corki has a package, like how can Syndra, Kale, Jinx escape it, right? Like they have to burn flash every single time he packages. So like the package danger just is so much this game.
Right. No, absolutely. Like, yeah, that, I mean, do you primarily go AP Corki, you know, most of the time right now in the current meta? Is that normally what is being played in mid lane? Corki is just straight AP?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just still the Ludens build.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, yeah, Ludens. It's not like Sheen procs or anything, or AD Sheen, or there's no duel between its AP AD or anything like that.
Yeah, and I think the singular best build right now is the AP build, right? Like, because your rockets do so much damage. And in this case, like in this game especially, like you have to fight the Jinx range. So like Corki doesn't have like super big range on his auto attacks, but his rockets have like a humongous range, right? So if you want to fight that like with Corki range, then you have to build a Ludens or anything. And if Kayn by any chance goes blue, which I don't think he should, then Corki can also just go Crown. Right, he doesn't have to just go into Ludens. Like he can also shift into Crown of the Shadow's Queen Guard. So like he has that defensive option if he needs. While I don't think Ventures will really want to build any defensive items except maybe Kale goes. I don't know. Riftmaker is like pretty health item, right? It stacks a lot of health on you.
It gives you an Omnivamp.
Healing.
So
yeah, exactly, healing.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with a lot of what you said, definitely. One thing I forgot to, that I'm definitely underestimating, this is Constellation's debut, I believe, they said. I don't think that they have been streamed before, so they, special shout out to Constellation, you know, definitely, and Turnips as well, special shout out to them, because, you know, why not? And,
we haven't seen Turnips on the stream.
No. Well, no, but they're in chat, so it's like you can do that's the reason why I said a special shout out. You know, shout out to Constellation for their debut, but special shout out to Turnips. So there you go, Turnips.
Definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But we're gonna go ahead, do a small little intermission here before game number 1 because we have that slight caster delay. So do not go anywhere. Once again, across the map versus Team Ventures. We'll be right back in just a few short moments. Thank you. people? It is your boy Rylionn and Dark hosting tonight's game for all of you. And yes, it is exciting across the map versus Team Ventures. Team Ventures is going to start off on blue side, and across the map will be on red side. We have a nice ward placement by Rylionn here to catch out Jinx, but all in all, it's going to be a nice, easy 5-point start coming in from both teams. I'm looking forward to this. I mean, once again, you are as well. Where do you expect most of the action to take place? Early game, mid game, or late game?
Well, I think early game bot should be just trying to kill the Jinx and Alistar, right? Because Rylionn is just super strong. As you can see, Rylionn is starting the first push to get some poke before the lane even starts. So I'm guessing the bot lane is just going to be a bloodbath. I'm hoping for it too, because everybody wants to watch a bloodbath, in my opinion, because I do want to,
Absolutely. I mean, I definitely want to see this. We have a nice third bush placement from bot lane, Jury and Alley Dragon. This is the aggressive style I was just telling you about. They definitely want to go ahead and try to capitalize as quickly as they can. Probably going to burn a flash and maybe a heal, both sums. Heavily expected. Jury's going to go ahead and pop out a little bit early. He's going to dash forward, lands the press the attack, procs. Very nice, but nope. He's going to go ahead and just get some nice poke. He's probably going to hit level 2 first, which is exactly what they wanted. It was just mind games to get them to back off, so that way he can get this early experience lead, in my opinion. But,
I think Rylionn could have gone for a little more damage. As you said, Alistar is not a champion level 1, so his only thing is flash key, right? And Nami starting W should just be easy.
Yeah, but I guess he didn't want to take too much aggro. He didn't want to play in the minions and take all that aggro, because 3 caster minion hits is equivalent to 1 champion hit, and they attack kind of quickly. And, here we go. There's that level 2 spike, but Parcel and Resi are both playing very safe underneath tower. They're like, hey, we know that they're going to be very aggro. That's the nature of the game when it comes to the Rylionn Nami. They're all about damage early on. If we could just wait, not give them any picks, they can go ahead and outscale, and then that Alistar is going to be a huge problem for Nami because she's squishy, and Alistar can just get right in, do what he needs to do. It's very hard to react to an Alistar WQ.
It should be almost impossible unless you can just flash away, right? You can't escape it without flashing, in my opinion, unless you're Rylionn who can dash away from it.
Right.
Or Ezreal. But yeah, Ezreal is not in this game, and Rylionn has to play really good to escape it.
And, I mean, Jury has shown the skill level to play at that level, so definitely not discounting the mechanics from him, because this is the exact combo that they played last time, and I believe they 2-0'd last week as well, so...
I mean, the Cosmo map has 2-0'd, I think, every single week, right?
True, that's extremely true. So, yeah, I mean, and there's a good reason. I mean, that's the reason why Jury and Ali have been doing so well, and I believe... week before last, Ali was the MVP, and then last week, Jury was MVP. Or it was Jury and Ali, or something. But Constellation's going to make his way down, but he's going to be caught out. They have that nice ward placement there. I like that Tribush vision bot lane. It's very undervalued. They have all sorts of vision. They have the Scuttle vision. They have the Raptor vision. They just know. They have so much information on the bot side of this map. It's insane.
I feel like the ward on the Raptors, I think it's by Corki, and it gives him a lot of vision. That's why he was playing on the top side of the map, and he survived that gank without losing too much. The waves coming into him, he just has to farm on the turret. Yep,
he didn't have to use flash. I mean, it was looking a little bit sus there for a moment, but he knew that he was fine. So, GG no rematch. A lot of these members we have seen before. They were playing in the Gold Division last split. We have, GG no rematch, Mr. Shmee. I am not sure Juggernaut was a part of that or not, but hold on one second. Mr. Shmee making his way. Nice gank into the mid lane here. Pyro has to flash over, but Mr. Shmee's going to follow up. Very nice. GG no rematch doesn't want to waste the flash just in case. Assist is fine. And the first blood at 4 minutes and 45 seconds goes on over to Mr. Shmee. And I was just complimenting him, and I will compliment him now. He is one of the top tier veteran gap players, in my opinion. If there was a team that we could build to send to other orgs, I would ask him to be a part of it, or help coordinate in it, because I respect his gameplay and I respect his decision making here, and for good reason. Look at the play style.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, Mr. Shmee, as you said, veteran in Team Gap. He played in the Platinum series. I remember that because I was in it too.
Plat series, that's what it was. My bad.
And they won the mini Plat series, right? So he's definitely has and he was playing ADC, so he's playing mid, which is, you know, again, a lane swap. It's just
Oh,
amazing.
hold on one second. Constellation, though. Mr. Shmee battling out in the topside jungle. I think he was caught off guard. I was as well. I was taking a little sip of the Red Bull here. Pyro's going to go in. Nice stun's going to land, but Tez Chose is going to surround him. Mr. Shmee falls, unfortunately. Constellation's going to pick up the kill. 1 for 1 so far. Very nice.
I think it was a little too ambitious from Mr. Shmee because like he didn't have top prio. His mid laner just recalled, right? And Wave's coming into the mid laner too, so he has no mid top prio, and he went for invade. He almost got the kill, but he dies for his sins, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he was a little, like you said, over-ambitious there. Nice collapse and call-outs from Constellation for Chose and Pyro there. So, you know, great job from the side of Ventures for the team communication. That's what you like to see. They may be first place.
This was their solo queue game, then they never move, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, solo would have been like, oh, why didn't you roam? It's like, because I'm trying to farm, man. It's like, no, I need help.
Yeah, he would have been getting, I'm playing Kale, please leave me alone.
Yep, and here we go, Juggernaut running a little bit low on mana, but so is Say Chose. I'm gonna just call them that. Say Chose here, and but he has that level 6 procced now, so he has that range advantage over Nasus. All the hurting he was getting before, he's gonna be able to dish out now.
Oh yeah.
Look at the farm difference, though, across each of the members of both teams. Gold difference is about 500, 400 in the side of across the map's favor, only because they had the first blood, so that is completely it. Nice scuttle grab. Rezi and Parcel trying to meet up Constellation, though, for that first dragon, which is an Ocean Drake, so that will leave it. I'm hoping we see a Hex Dragon. I like that little teleporter thing. It's such a game changer.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, you said there's a 400, 500 lead. I think it's like a lot of it from the first blood, as you said, but it's also from the CS that we were pointing out, right? Bottom lane is up like almost 20 CS, top lane is almost like 15 CS or something. So it's definitely like CSing on and across the map is just better right now, and I'm hoping they can catch up soon. Ventures.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, the wave clear from Jinx is primarily when she gets that Ruinance Hurricane. You know, the rockets early on, you know, still do the AoE damage, but having 3 rockets is so different. You know, that Ruinance Hurricane is like very important for her overall build. Now, I would like to see a Gale, or not a Gale Force, a Kraken Slayer this game. And hold on a second, say Chose is getting chased underneath tower. Now Juggernaut's going to chase that hard. He knows he's still only level 7 and a little bit squishy. But
Juggernaut doesn't have to kill Kale, right? Because they're both scaling equally good, and
right.
As long as Juggernaut's like up in CS, up in stacks, he doesn't have to like get a kill.
Constellation though is trying to get a gank off onto the top side here. Chose has to run around the giant wall though. Unfortunately, Juggernaut can just walk right on out like nothing even happened.
One of the most hated abilities for me is like the Wither from NASA. So it feels like you're stunned when you're not, right?
Except it's way longer than any stun in the game.
It just feels like it says, "Oh, you're not actually stunned," but guess what? You are.
But think again. Yeah, no, I could not agree more. Yeah, Mr. Shmee getting a little bit antsy here. I don't think that they caught him out, so they definitely don't know that they're there. But look at all the vision on the bot side of the map. Look at that. Pink ward, 3 regular wards. Like, they know so much information. They know where Kane's going to be at all times, because if they can't see him in there, then they know he's on top side. Hold on a second. Jury's going to go to engage, though, onto Parcel, forced to heal. Rezi getting real low. Nice bubble lands onto Parcel. Jury's going to go ahead and pop the culling, but it is not going to do anything. Most of it absorbed by minions. And great engage, but you know, level 6, they have the advantage. It's just lack of mana, I say. And, of course, the tank difference. Rezi on Alistar is just a little bit too good. But we have a 4-man dive, it looks like it's going to be here. Nice engage, though, from Jury. He's going to go ahead and pop the ultimate as well. The wave is going to go ahead and hit Parcel. Forces the flash from Jury. GG no rematch is going to hop in, but the traps are going to zone him out. Shmee's going to dive underneath tower. Hits the slow. Not going to take lethal tower damage just yet. Now, they have to be careful. Super Mega Death Rocket is available. They need a body block for Jury here. That AoE damage could be enough, but no, Jinx is not gonna pop that. She doesn't have the mana. I like the coordination. It's just they couldn't pick up anything. It's unfortunate. So Pyro and Constellation are gonna take advantage of the 4-man failure and take out the Rift Scuttle. So I like the moves from that. I wish that Pyro would have pushed this wave underneath tower, because you're kind of keeping it for Corki, who is already ahead of you in farm. So
Definitely. I mean, Corki moving there is like just shows you that it's actually a 5v5 game and not a solo queue game, right?
Right.
And but Synda not shoving out the wave and resetting, like Corki loses nothing for it.
right.
And they get like flash out of the bot lane, they get like sums out of the bot lane, they get like turret plating, right? So it's just, overall they just won in like 2 fronts in my opinion.
Agreed. Yep. I definitely agree. And really low scoring game so far. 1-1, 11 minutes in. You know, nothing outlandish. I haven't been able to get too hyped. Jury, though, is going to go ahead and get engaged. The slow misses, unfortunately. Nice bubble's going to go ahead and land on the parcel. And the press the attack stacks. Rezi's now the target for their desires. But Constellation's going to go and make his way to the bot lane here. Still has ultimate from Constellation. Nice pulverize to go ahead and stun Alley Dragon here. That's that squishy Nishi. Does flash out to survive a little bit further. The culling is going to do a good chunk of the damage. But Constellation picks up the kill. Here comes another kill for Jury. But I don't know if Rezi's going to be able to outlast. He is getting close, tries to get the stun off, super mega death rocket, misses barely, and a double kill, 3 kills now in total here for Jury in the bot lane. That was something. I mean, it was unfortunate. I like the kiting that Jury did. Hold on one second here. Pyro's going to get chunked down heavily by Mr. Shmee. He's going to keep on going underneath tower. The ultimate comes through, but no, not one last tower hit. Shmee picks up the kill. Very nice. But, there we go. I just said there was no action. Now we have 7 kills. So
No, they heard you talking smack and they were like, "We're gonna give you a show."
there's like a 5-minute delay.
I mean, they probably were thinking about it too, right? But I just wanted to point out, like, I think they misfired a little bit in the bot lane. I think Nami should have died way sooner, and they should have been like taking the Nami kill and gotten out. Oh, Constellation acquire gank.
The knockup is going to go ahead and land. Doesn't have ultimate available. Is going to dive underneath tower. Yeah, auto to death, and another kill picked up by Constellation. Also, the only member of the side of Ventures currently that has kills, so kind of unfortunate. He needs to try to spread that wealth. No assists either, so hasn't have a lot of presence on the map per se, or like impact on other lanes, I should say. You know, but other members have picked up an assist, at least the mid and the Alistar. Oh, poor Jinx didn't even get an assist. That's unfortunate. But look at that.
Yeah, I mean, Jinx is super behind right now.
I know. I was. Oof. Yeah, 1,600 gold difference between the two of them.
There you go. Poppy W is just blocking Alistar engage. Like, it's gonna happen throughout the game.
Alright, so we're gonna have a fight around Dragon. It looks like Mr. Shmee's gonna go in and engage onto Rezi. Constellation's gonna take a lot of damage. Very nice headbutt comes in from Rezi to get Jury off. Super Mega Death Rocket impacts, but it's at like 100% health, so no damage really. The culling is gonna go off. Juggernaut is here along with GG No Rematch to take the second dragon of the game, which is a Cloud Drake. I love that. So that means we're gonna have an Infernal, Mountain, or Hex Tech. Alright, come on. Bet me 500 channel points right now. What is it gonna be? What is it gonna be?
It's gonna be a Mountain, so I bet.
I can't tell because the icon isn't up there. Darn it.
I think it's Hex. It's Hex.
It is Hex?
It's Hex, yep.
Alright, you owe me 500 channel points because that was my guess from the beginning.
Oh, you got him. Yes, sir.
Alright, everyone on chat heard that, by the way. Thank you.
I have too many gap points to spare. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, oh, okay. Look at you, big baller.
Oh, there's a fight on the top lane.
Oh, yes, there is. Juggernaut. He does not take anything. How many stacks is he up to right now? Can you check that for me? He's going to dive underneath tower. The ultimate is going to land. But meanwhile, in the bot lane, 3v2 situation. And Alkesh is going to last a little bit longer. Very nice. Stun goes off from Mr. Shmee onto Rezi here, who is going to fall to Jury. Now they're going to focus on Parcel. The dash forward and the double shot. I love that from Lucian. Good Lucian players can really capitalize, get a lot of autos off in such a short amount of time. And that is exactly what they did. Kraken Slayer 6-0. On Jury, looking like a really good game for him again.
Yeah, I mean, you were asking for Nasus stacks. He's sitting at 321 right now.
321. Holy crap!
At just 14 minutes, I think he's definitely keeping up with the clock. And I think this matchup is just gonna go this way, like throughout the game, where Nasus just withers kills, runs her down, kills her, right? It just, yeah, it was bad. Now it's worse.
Yeah, it was a little bit rough. I mean, just 4 minutes ago it was 1-1, and here we go. Pyro, unfortunately, Mr. Shmee with a perfect stun against that small little wall in mid lane. You would think that most of the ganks would be like coming into the jungle or into the jungle or the top lane because, you know, they have those side walls, but nope. Little wall on mid lane. And Say Jose is unfortunately getting ran down. Constellation trying to go ahead and provide some support. Juggernaut running a little bit low on mana. Mr. Shmee, though, on the way as well. The stun is going to pop here on Say Jose. Once they get vision, there it is. The Q proc is going to go off. Very nice. Constellation trying to help his friend. Same thing with Rezi, but it is too late. Mr. Shmee takes him out, picks up a red buff as well. They're going to keep on diving for it. GG no rematch and Alley Dragon along with Jury are going to make their way. Constellation picks up the kill on the Juggernaut. Very nice. Picks up. Oh, no! Unfortunate! Oh, the culling doesn't pick him up either. I thought he got stunned underneath the wall, but I'm not sure what happened. He was able to get out of it. Oh, Merc Treads. Nice pick up. But, oh, snipe from downtown. GG no rematch said, thank you, Mega Rocket. Picks up the kill. 12-4 across the map is just absolutely killing it. 7k gold lead now for them. And this is just looking, like you said, just more and more out of control. But the fun does not stop just yet. Rezi now making a really nice move here onto Alley Dragon. Bubble's going to land on the Pyro. They are not going to pursue any further just in case. And look at that. Alley Dragon able to stop a 2v1 situation and literally just walk out unharmed.
I mean, I want to give credit where credit is due. Like, Mr. Smee on all his ganks have been precise, right? He has been getting those E off of the walls and stunning people every single time he tries to gank. And then
absolutely.
And then the bot lane, you can see the difference, right? They move their Lucian mid, and the fight happens top lane, so he's able to move to the fight, and like Jinx is just firing bot lane because she's so behind. Yeah.
2 items already picked up for Lucian. He has an Essence Reaver and the Kraken Slayer. Mythic not even picked up yet for the side of Parcel. That is pretty rough. Like I said, they were playing as like back as they could, but you know, since they were trying to push the wave as quickly as possible, they took advantage of that. And I like the fact that Shmee made his way along with GG no rematch. Like, there was so many ganks onto the bot lane here. 4-man dives, 3-man dives. Like, it was just relentless. And now Jury's returning the favor, ganking their lanes, doing the dives for them and with them. Like, he's doing a phenomenal job once again, macro wise and micro, for the side of across the map.
Yeah, I mean, throughout the game, I don't think there's a fight.
Yeah, it's more of like a stop trying to defend your mid lane. We're gonna come here anyways. Juggernaut is just queuing Say Jose underneath their own tower. I mean, this is so rough.
Across the map, just bullying everybody that comes across them, I guess.
Oh, look, a third of Kane's health taken out with 1 Q on his super empowered form. The ultimate's going to go off on the Kane, but it doesn't matter. He's going to use his ulti to try to survive as well. The sustain, though, too good onto Constellation. Insane. 1 more Q. Bonk, a 1 kill down. 1 to go. Kale's just going to get out of there. Pyro now trying to do what they can against GG no rematch. Both doing a really good chunk of damage to each other, though. Let's see if they are able to go ahead. No, misses the stun, unfortunately. The ultimate is available, but is she going to use it? Yes, she is. Is it going to be enough? Yes, it is. The electrocute. Very nice. 1 for 1, and there goes the Gnosis is actually going to shut down. I'm sorry, not shut down. Pick up the kill on Say Jose off screen as well. So 3 members dead for 1 member across the map. I mean, is just
at this point, Ventures is going to take whatever kills they can get, right? Because they're so behind. And Syndra killing Corki like through the Hexdrinker shield is just like, it shows you that Syndra can actually one-shot carries when it comes to it, but like they're so far behind. The gold leads that was like 400 to 500 like 10 minutes ago is now actually almost 10k, right?
Yep.
So it's really hard for Ventures to come back in this game, but they just have to keep trying to make plays because this game is slowly slipping out of their hands.
Slowly but surely. If they can get those shutdowns, like I think Syndra has the capability of being able to carry this because Lucian is very squishy. And he has no magic resist items whatsoever. That's a 1,000 gold shutdown just waiting for Pyro to pick up. Literally any of them. And all it requires is just a little... Uh-oh, here we go, Juggernaut, though. Very nice flash from Rezi to pulverize underneath the tower, but no, Pyro, it goes right to him. Very nice stun as well. So many resources just to stop Juggernaut. Shutdown goes on over to Constellation. I wish it went to Syndra because I feel like she's a little bit more impactful right now for the side of Ventures, or can be more impactful if she were to get a little bit of the kills here, but... Still,
I mean, Constellation is trying his best,
right,
to like be everywhere, but like the laners are just so strong right now. Like every single lane is either even or ahead.
Oh, look at that! Oh, there it is! The QEWR combo, just button mash and win. That's essentially it. Mr. Shmee probably could have had a free kill there, but ulted Rezi out of the way. It was a solo. It was 1v1, so not... Maybe they didn't mean to hold it down that long? I don't know. Don't know. Rezi could have probably outlasted the damage from Poppy before backup would have arrived. Then it would have been a 2v1, which would have been horrible. Misses the E, unfortunately. No, don't get away from the wall! Oh, that's so unfortunate. The stun's going to last so long. And yeah, there comes the procs. Very nice, Mr. Shmee. A lot of damage coming in from Pyro.
Almost getting killed.
Almost.
But yeah, against Poppy, you have to just stay away from walls, not run to them. So they definitely need to play around how Poppy is just able to one-shot even Syndra. Like, if she has tank items, she almost killed Syndra right there. And that was all because Syndra missed E, right?
Yep.
Oh, there you go. Hexdrinker picked up by Lucian, so he should be able to survive.
I don't know. She is very, very strong. No, like we just saw.
Yes.
We just saw how much damage she's able to do. Constellation now is going to be a 3-man gank here on to Juggernaut, but he is so strong once again. Constellation, Kale pops the ulti onto him. Is it going to be enough to sustain just for a little bit longer? Very nice. He is going to pick up that kill. He needs to spread that wealth a little bit around. Kale would be perfect. They are going to take advantage of the 3v1 in the bot lane and try to pick up this Baron. They have a lot of DPS between the Lucian and the Corki here. Mr. Shmee tanking most of it. I think, yep, Super Mega Death Rocket is going to go in, but it is a little bit too early. They know that they're on it, but there's nothing that they can do. Parcel doing what he can. Alley Dragon's getting pretty low. Mr. Shmee coming in for support. Jury trying to get what he can. Calling is going to go off, dashes over the wall, yep, to get away safely. And yep, that's 4 members with the Baron now. They do get away. Rezi looking a little bit aggro, trying to see if he can pick off anybody. Shmee looking real nice. Stops the engage from Constellation. I didn't know that counted. Oh, yeah, he does dash forward when he does that.
Yep. I mean, as you saw, like, they're so far behind. They had 0 vision. The Jinx Rocket was just literally from blind.
Right.
She just had to throw it out and see if they're even doing it. As soon as she found out that they were, they tried to contest her, but it was too late to even try, right?
Absolutely. It's... I mean... You don't really know, so it's like, yeah, just throw it as early as you possibly can because they could have the DPS, you know, it's 8 to 15, but, like, they are so strong right now, so, I mean, I probably would have thrown it around the same time as well, and it's like, that's another reason why Farsight would also be super helpful right now. Does she have Farsight?
Just say it. That she should have had Farsight for that, at least. She still doesn't have it, I think.
No, yeah, that's
really important.
Yeah, that's a yellow ward, right? It's on cooldown right now, so I can't see it, but...
Ward. Yep.
Okay. So yeah, unfortunately yellow warding, but yeah, I think Farsight would be definitely the move here, especially for moments like that. The moment you hit level 9 is like you have to trade that yellow ward, you know, more than likely. If it requires a sweeper, get a sweeper. If it requires a blue, get the blue. But just don't keep the yellow ward past level 9 if you can help it.
So Juggernaut just walked towards Kale, W her, and Kale had to burn a flash under her own turret.
Oh no, here comes Pyro though. Has to flash underneath their own turret. The stun's going to land as well. One more tower shot's going to do it. No! The resistance buffs from that ultimate form. So unfortunate. Very nice. What on earth are you doing? The dragon isn't even up yet, so I don't know why you would throw the ultimate. A little bit weird.
Maybe a misclick perhaps. But
yep, I can see as a misclick.
Like, Juggernaut only has armor, right? So the only person on Venture side that can do some damage is Pyro, and like he definitely needs to be the one who carries, but like he doesn't have a lot of kills.
The calling just barely missing, like literally by like 2 pixels. The Hex Dragon is going to be started here from the side of across the map. It's just gonna reset itself. I mean, I would be sending somebody... I mean, Nas is doing what he can in the top lane. All the members of Ventures is here to try to do it. Kale's going to try to burst this down as quickly as possible. Now they are going to pick up the dragon. Very nice. That's going to be the second dragon of the game picked up for both, but they are going to have 2 members that fall. I'm sorry, 1 member, Mr. Shmee, is going to fall. Picked up by Jinx, I believe. Oh, no. Who shut that down? Oh, no, Poppy did. I'm sorry. She just got excited because that's what she does. Rezi is going to fall, unfortunately. Alley Dragon's going to pick up that kill. Very nice bubble to land as well. Jury picks up the kill on Sage Jose. Pyro is now left alone in this 1v3 situation. The slows are going to land. That's 1-2. Buckle my shoe. Another kill goes on over to the side of across the map. Here's Gnosis just solo killing because that's what Gnosis do. Just split push. Cue it up, baby. He has all the resistances in the world, waiting for him to pop back out. Constellation does. It's the knockup, but there was nothing that you could do. One more Q, and that's all she wrote. Flashes over the wall. But no, that's it. 3 other members.
While Nasus was pushing top lane, he also got the next inhibitor turret, and now he's hitting the sorry. And also, I want to like point out something that they have 0 anti-heal on the side of Ventures, and Nasus is like healing 200 per health, like per auto.
I was right about to say that.
Yeah. And even Nasus bought it. Like they didn't buy it, but Nasus bought it. And even
just
I mean,
in case.
probably going Chemtech Purifier, which is like, in my opinion, one of the best stat items, which is also very cheap. And I think Lucian should be working towards his mod. Mod just got buffed recently, so it's a really good item. And how far ahead he is already in the game, he should have no problem spending that money on just survivability. Because as you saw in the last team fight, they were not able to contest Dragon because it was a 4v5, but they were able to get the kills on the backhand of it, right? Because I think Ventures overstayed a little bit.
Definitely.
But they also won on the other side of the map. Like as like Nasus 1v2'd, got the turret, got there, and they were like, they're just chilling right now.
Yep. Not wrong. I mean, I wish they would have used Baron a little bit more. I think Nasus lost his prior anyways, so I don't think he was pushing with Baron. Was he?
Probably not. And looking that he has ultimate, maybe some Nasus players use ult just to take turrets faster, and when you saw like Ventures was using 5 people on the Dragon, you probably could have done it faster, but I mean, I don't know if he did use it. I'm just assuming right now.
Right.
Oh, Constellation is trying to fight Juggernaut. I don't think that's something you want.
No, definitely not. He is like, I am the Juggernaut, and I'm going to run over you. So he is just sitting there. How many stacks is he up to?
Let me just check it. He is up 675 stacks.
Oh my
God.
God.
At 26 minutes in the game. He should be soon hitting 1,000.
Uh-oh, Shmi, very nice. Oh, very nice, but the stun still is going to go through onto Pyro. That is so unfortunate. The Ultra Mega Death Rocket is going to land on Mr. Shmi. Very nice. Ultimate comes from Pyro. Knocks Resi out of the way. Parcel is going to get a nice chunk of health taken down, but does not die. GG no rematch does serious damage to Pyro here, but it doesn't matter. In the bot lane, we do have Sage Rose and Juggernaut once again doing the same song and dance that we've seen from the beginning here. Since he has that Bramble Vest, though, that is... makes it a little bit difficult to push these towers because one auto and the tower focuses you. So doesn't want to take too many
I wanted
towers.
to ask you about what do you think about the Kraken Kale? Because like the AD version of Kale has been not popular for like a while now, and I wonder if Riftmaker would have been just better because Nasus has all the armor in the world, and that's who you're fighting 90% of the time.
True. I mean, it's okay. Because I believe she's also going to go Rage Blade, so it's just going to proc in 2 hits rather than 3. And that's pretty important, you know, especially with the true damage later on in scaling after level 16. But they have a lot of armor, so I would just go AP. Like, a lot of AP.
Yeah, that was my only, like, concern about it, because, like, they're stacking armor anyways, right? Because they have Jinx, they have Kayn, they have Kale, those 80 damage on autos anyways, I think. Unless you build the AP one. Oh, there goes Nasus with her.
Yeah, Nasus doing what Nasus does. He's getting pretty low, though. The Ultra Mega Death Rocket does land, but that healing is just crazy. Still no healing reduction from anybody at the moment. Across the map is going to go ahead and try to focus on the Baron once again, but they're a little bit more keen to that. Resi trying to poke him out there. They are DPSing it quite quickly here. Let's see if they can secure it. Yes, they can. Red team's going to pick up the Baron. Very nice turnaround onto Constellation and Resi. They cannot get away. First to fall is Constellation to GG no rematch, and Jury picks up the other one here on to Resi. Pretty unfortunate. They now have Baron on all lanes. All 5 members are up, and I think this might be the end, but never mind. Corki is going to go ahead and back. They're going for the Dragon now, maybe?
Corki does have TP, so he could just join back with me.
Yep,
there
never mind. Yeah, he wants to finish this.
Also, I wanted to say that I really love across the map's macro here. Like every single time that Nasus is pushing, they go for that Dragon call, like Baron call, instantly as soon as somebody else shows up, fighting Nasus, right?
Yeah.
And they've like gotten them 2 free Barons where Adventure is not even able to like fight them on the backhand.
Right. Yeah, it is pretty unfortunate. It's like you have to send more than one member to do anything with Juggernaut at all.
Yeah.
And
I was surprised if Nasus isn't banned after this game, honestly.
Yeah, that's true. And I just wish that they would have gotten some kind of Grievous Wounds for him, because that's really the biggest Pyro. Pyro, though, getting taken down quite heavily. Jury's going to go ahead and take down Rezi as well. That's one member. Two members are going to fall. Here they go. Down goes Kale. Down goes everybody else. And that's a team gap ace. Game number 1 is going to go on over to Across the Map in commanding fashion. 26-10. Very nice job from Across the Map. I mean, it was a good game. Don't get me wrong. They did what they could. Absolutely. You know, I could not have done any better against Across the Map at all. I'm not saying that. I definitely could not have. So I commend them. But they do have to get a little bit more together in terms of macro play, because the call-outs for Across the Map are, you can just tell, like, super impactful. The way that the jungler always asks for the mid and the top lane to go ahead and follow up. I mean, Shmi did get caught out once, but outside that, like, one time in the top side, it was just utter chaos everywhere. And Jury once again showing up. I don't think he died one time. He died once. 11-1-2 on Jury. Like, come on, you can't ask for anything better from an ADC. You know what I mean? 13 assists on Alley Dragon. Doing a phenomenal job. The ADC is nothing without the support. But, like, wow. Phenomenal.
I want to say, if I know for me, the graphs were bugged. Riot Games, I love this game, I guess.
Yeah.
But Nasus did the most damage in the game, and he was practically a tank.
Yep.
Running through your team just so easily. As I said, if they aren't able to do anything on the side lanes, on like the solo laners, then both Nasus and Corki are just going to scale into oblivion, and you're not going to do anything in the game, right? As you said, 2 people were needed for Nasus, and imagine if Nasus went Hullbreaker. That would have been just game over.
That would have been totally
Nasus
game over.
Hullbreaker, he would have just 1v4, 1v5 them, and they get banned anyways.
Yep.
And even with this build, even Frozen Heart, I really like it because they have Jinx, they have Kale. Kale going that attack speed build, Frozen Heart is really good against it, right?
Right.
And then he was practically taking no damage. The only person that could even do slight bit of damage was Pyro, and then even for Pyro, Nasus went the Spectre's Cowl, and then even Pyro wasn't doing any damage, so...
Absolutely. Well, a very exciting game 1. Once again, Across the Map is the victors of that. Don't go anywhere. We're going to have a small little intermission while we get set up here for game number 2. It is your boy Rylionn and Dark. We'll be right back in just a few short moments. Don't go anywhere. All right, welcome back, everybody. It is your boy Rylionn. All you wonderful, wonderful folks, thank you so much for tuning in to tonight's match. Once again, with Across the Map and Team Ventures, it's the first seed Across the Map versus the fourth seed Team Ventures. In tonight's round 7, we have a 9-round regular season followed by 2 weeks of the playoffs and the finals combined. So let's go ahead and get into tonight's match number 2. Across the Maps is the victor from game number 1 here. Let me go ahead and update that score. My bad, it says 0-0 here, but it is definitely 1-0 for Across the Map. They did switch sides as well, so we have blue side is going to be Across the Map. Red side will be Team Ventures. Dark, how do you think the outcome will be as we move forward here?
I want to say the team Across the Map just clapped them. I mean, it sounds a little rough, but I think they were just winning throughout the game in every single lane possible. They were ahead in every single metric that you could count: CS, kills, objectives, right? And I think if they just keep on the same track, they're just gonna win again. And it's just going to be, if they play again the same way, they just play Nasus again. I mean, if that goes through, if they play Nasus again, and they're like able to just roll over the enemy top laner. I don't know. I feel like Across the Map is looking really, really strong. Oh, we go into the draft phase.
Yes, sir. Draft is underway. They were talking about it. I was like, wait, I don't see that it started yet. They hadn't started it. They were just discussing it. But yes, Shyvana, just like they were saying here, is going to be the first ban for the side of Across the Map, followed by Nautilus. And Venture's now taking care of the Jinx pick, even though they had the Jinx pick last time. So if it's not... She's one of those, if I can't have them, you can't either kind of picks. But that wasn't really like the... I don't think Jinx is their main concern. I feel like Nasus was a huge concern. Lucian was a huge concern. Jinx, yeah, has the impact, but definitely not that early level like aggression, level 1 aggression or level 2 aggression that Lucian provides. So yeah, kind of interesting priorities from the side of Ventures, followed up by Volibear as well. So a lot of similar picks that we saw, or bans, I'm sorry, that we saw from game number 1. We saw the Volibear, the Lulu, and the Twitch in the first round from Ventures last time, so they're consistent with the Volibear. And the side of Across the Map, they had the Shyvana, Karma, and the Nautilus, and it looks like they're going with the Shyvana, Karma, Nautilus again for Across the Map. So yeah, pretty interesting picks.
Ooh, the Twitch was left open, and the first blue side first pick Twitch. I'm really excited to see what Ventures has an answer for it or not. As you said, Jinx is supposed to be pick or ban, but last game it really didn't feel like it. I think in situations where you're letting your bot lane just survive, farm. Oh, wow, they picked Zeri. Zeri is one of those champions right now, in my opinion. Should be picking ban. She's just too strong, too broken, in my opinion.
With the Yuumi. With the Yuumi.
Impossible to catch Zeri with Yuumi. Let me tell you that.
Oh, my bad. I didn't mean to type in all caps there. But yeah, no, definitely interesting. Yuumi is just one of those champions. I mean, I've played with Mustard. I get spoiled by her Yuumi. And it's definitely one of those picks that's just like, if you have a really, really good Yuumi player, like, you can do anything. It does not matter how aggressive I am because I know she's got my back 100%. And so if they have that kind of comfortability between Parcel and Rezi, which I believe that they do because they are a really good duo. I like this bot lane a lot between the two. They can be a huge menace, especially Zeri being very beneficial with the movement speed there. And Hecarim is going to get picked up as the jungle player for Across the Map. Mr. Shmee and Hecarim go hand in hand. We've seen him play that time and time again. You're quite familiar with it as well. And Constellation is going to follow and shout back with a Lee Sin pick. Yep, that is going to be the final pick for the first round here. So how do you feel about this matchup so far? Still a strong bot lane between the Nami and Twitch, but it is a little bit different in terms of damage.
I mean, again, Zeri and Twitch, I think scale, like they're both ADCs, they scale pretty good. I think Twitch scales a little bit better, but Zeri has that innate movement speed thing, right? Where nobody can catch her on the enemy team.
Right. And
Across the Map also taking over Hecarim, so the Ventures can't go Yuumi Hecarim. Because I know Rezi, I've played with them a few games yesterday or the day before, and I think everybody in the lobby was talking about how Yumi Hecarim was pretty strong as a duo. So taking that away from Adventures, I don't know if they were planning on doing it anyways, but taking that away, having it paired with Nami, that still gives you movement speed. That still gives you that. Hecarim's also really good right now in the meta, right? And I don't think Lee Sin is good in the meta. I also don't like Lee Sin's in unless you're like really good at him.
Right.
In my opinion, is one of those champions where you have to be just really skilled. I don't know if Turnip's in the chat, but I know Turnips is a really skilled Lee Sin player.
Okay.
So he's not playing for across the map, so they couldn't take it away from Ventures, right? So let's see if Constellation is able to do something. And surprise me.
They could be surprising. I mean, this is their debut game, so they are trying to, show off. I would be, if it was my first game, I'd be like, yeah, give me Ashe, give me Kai'Sa, give me all my comfort picks. LeBlanc is going to be picked up here. Haven't seen any LeBlanc play at all in the VCL, PCL. We do not see her barely ever. Lissandra is going to be the counter, so the across the map team is full here. Let's see what the final... Oh, hold on. They switched it up. Actually going to go with Malzahar. I like that a little bit better because he has the poke. He has the burns as well. Lissandra can lock LeBlanc down whenever she engages with the W, but outside of that, LeBlanc is able to just do whatever she wanted.
Like, it's just a vacuum. Lissandra LeBlanc is a really favorite matchup for Lissandra because every time LeBlanc W's in, she can just W, right? And it's not hard to do it. And every single time you just deny the distortion damage. So basically, LeBlanc has to play without an ability. It's the same thing with LeBlanc into X, right? And whenever you try to play that thing, every time you W in, Wex can just W fear you, and you just don't get damage.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, going Malzahar, I really like Malzahar, but I also only like Malzahar in short range comps. Zeri, LeBlanc, they're not short range. LeBlanc and Malzahar has to break Mundo Shield to even ult him first, right? I don't know. I feel like Lissandra would have been just better, but let's see what he has planned. Because he did really good last game, right?
Who? Juggernaut?
Gigi Nori. He has the Malzahar.
Oh, Gigi. Right? Yeah, Gigi Nori. Yeah, he absolutely did phenomenal last game.
So he has Malzahar. Let's see what he can bring up.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I do have predictions live, so spend your channel points who's going to win across the map on blue side, Ventures on red side, Juggernaut in the top lane. This is for team across the map. Juggernaut in the top lane, Mr. Shmee in the jungle, Gigi no rematch in the mid lane, Jury on ADC, and Ali as support. And for the side of Ventures, we have Say Jose in the top lane, Constellation in the jungle, Pyro no KS in the mid lane, Parcel as the ADC, and Rezi for your support player. And yeah, it's going to be very exciting. The matchups bot lane, it's going to be I think in the side of Ventures, I like the Yumi, Zeri. The sustain is great. The movement speed is great. Twitch, if he goes AP instead of AD, he's a menace early. And if he can snowball, it would be fine. But later in game, I think Zeri just takes that. Absolutely. Any day of the week. Hecarim into Lee Sin. I think Hecarim has more of an impact in the 5v5 and the team fights than Lee Sin, LeBlanc. They have really good pick comp on the side of Ventures. So if they are able to follow up, able to get picks off before, very important objectives like Dragon or Baron or Rift Scuttle. If they try to go into a 5v5 team fight, it's going to be difficult. But if they go into a 3v4 or a 4v5, that would be a little bit better for them, obviously, in any comp. But I mean specifically for this one because they have such a focus, pick comp.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you pick Lee Sin, you also have to, get ahead early, right? Your champion doesn't scale as good as other scaling champions, I guess. And you're playing Zeri, Yumi bot lane, so you have practically no CC to lock anybody down in the bot lane, which is... If you don't know and you're new to the game, Twitch will one-shot you late game. His R range is humongous, and you have no CC barring Lee Sin Gig or LeBlanc chains. I think Twitch is feeling really, really good, and I'm really surprised that this went through because Twitch was B1, right? And the answer on the enemy team is practically no CC. So unless Constellation is just a really good Lee Sin player, which he can insec him into the Ventures team, and then make a crazy play happen in a team fight or something where Twitch is like just killed instantly, then unless that happens, I think Twitch is probably just gonna carry it, and they have the Malzahar sustain damage, right? He can just put somebody on it, and Malzahar can also flash R, outplays there.
That is true.
Something that cannot be caught, he can just flash and ult it, and then he just said again, no CC for stopping the Malzahar either. Like maybe Yuumi.
What about a Quicksilver?
I mean, you can definitely buy Quicksilver, but that's a tax you have to pay. That's $1,300 that you're not getting back.
So like, right. I could also see her picking up Cleanse because she has the Yuumi. She doesn't really need heal.
But you can't cleanse Malzahar, so suppressors only are.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, knockups and suppressions don't work for Cleanse.
Oh, I hope they knew that. I wonder if she was just gonna take Cleanse.
I don't know.
Oh, we'll find out. I will find out.
We will find out here shortly. And a quick little shout out. Thank you to Microwaved Ramen and Leonidas12 for the follows recently. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. Much appreciated to you guys. But yeah, so overall, who are you going with? Across the map or Ventures?
I want to say across the map. I feel like Ventures has to play really, really good to win this game, and across the map can just sit back and scale and win the game automatically, in my opinion. What about you?
I'm also gonna go with across the map. I love Team Ventures. I do. I think they're good players. I think they're really good individually, but across the map just as a unit, look how busted they are, and look at the comps that they go into. This is the perfect 5v5 team fight, and they're not gonna not fight as a team. You know what I mean? Like, oh, yeah. They are built for that. This is exactly how essentially tournament play is meant to be, and they are executing at every possible turn that they can, like in all the right ways. I love them. They're definitely a fan favorite of mine going into the tournament overall. I'm very excited to see them verse sitting on wards in the other side as well. So it's going to be very exciting. I'm not sure. Like, whew, this is going to be really good.
Yeah, and to top my earlier point of Twitch having a good game, he was also banned last game. So Ventures was afraid of Twitch. And now it's true. So, I don't know. I feel like the Twitch is about to do some damage.
Well, we'll see. We'll definitely see. But yes, we do have a spectator delay. It's about 2 or 3 minutes here, so we'll be back in just a couple of minutes for game number 2 for round number 7. Here it is, Across the Map versus Team Ventures. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back with you. Hello, all of you wonderful, wonderful people here. Oop, let me pause that music real quick. My apologies. There you go. All right, we are back. Welcome to game number 2, round 7. This is Division 2 across the map versus Team Ventures. Your boy Rylionn, that is myself, and Dark are going to be casting tonight's wonderful games. And I'm also hosting. So shout out to myself for that as well, I guess. But never mind.
Really, a big shout out to Rylionn for hosting and casting for today's game.
Yeah.
Nothing would be possible without you, Rylionn. Thank you very much.
No. Everything wouldn't be possible without Wookie. Shout out to that sexy man. I know he's not here right now, but he's here in spirit. GG no rematch stepping up a little bit, but he's gonna get that taken off. Once again, we are here across the map. Leads the series 1-0 over Team Ventures. Across the map is leading the pack overall in Division 2. They are number 1. Undefeated the entire split so far. Team Ventures is 4th right now, but that means that they are essentially tied for 2nd place because there's only a 2-point difference between 2nd and 6th. And there is the top 4 teams that make it into playoffs. So every game counts. They need to try to get one off of across the map. Do you expect that, or do you think that can even be possible here after just seeing what they accomplished in game 1?
As I said, I think across the map really dominated first game, so I'm assuming the second game is gonna follow suit. But I'm hoping Ventures is able to take a game off. Like, as I said, if they play really, really well, their team comp requires them to be just mechanically better. And if they're able to pull this out, that'll be amazing.
That would be amazing. I definitely would like to see that from them. And they have the capabilities. They have the mental resets. I mean, Gap is just notorious for that. I speak about it almost every single stream. It's because it's true. I mean, we've seen some of the craziest comebacks in Gap history. I think you've even been a part of some of them, if I'm not mistaken, in the Gold League. It was kind of ridiculous back then. You know, we do see a lot of 2-0s nowadays, but back then it used to be pretty Game 3 heavy. Miss those days for the casting. Good old days. But here we go. Jury's going to take advantage. Hits the level 2, but same thing with Parcel, so pretty even there. Parcel's actually leading the charge now in farm, 11-7, so different than we saw last game. And I think it's because of the sustain and aggression that Rezi can now have without really being impacted by anything. And
oh yeah,
Juggernaut. It doesn't matter what champion he's on. I feel like he's always a menace. Look at him.
He's always a menace. He's a juggernaut, some might say.
He is a juggernaut. You are definitely not wrong. Look at him. He's just built different.
He's unstoppable force.
And Shmee might be getting an early gank here on the bot lane. Yeah, Parcel and Rezi don't have any wards to... Actually, they do have the ward. He is going to make his way to the scuttle. Constellation does see him as well. Double buff on double buff. Mono. It does steal it with the smite. I love to see that. And here we go. Pyro now. Very nice move. And the first blood on over to Pyro. I like the roams. I like the greatness. Very big difference that we saw in game number 1 here from the side of Ventures. And that is a great lead. Double buffs now on mid and jungle. Very nice.
Yeah. I feel like a little another fight going on in the bot lane.
Yes, they are. It's always... They're going to be fighting. Look at them.
There's a little scrap here and there. I play bot lane. It always happens. Anyways, I think a little overstep by Mr. Smee again. His mid wave, the mid laner had first move. And he got the...
Oh, the Ignite and the Exhaust are both going to be popped off. Jury's getting really low here. Parcel actually gets taken out. Very nice. Jury is looking real low as well. Rezi, though, is not very strong when they're not attached to anybody. Yuumi forced to back off. And no, definitely Jury wants that kill. Tries to avoid. Does avoid a lot of the damage here. Takes his wins and walks away. Can't argue with that. Cannot argue with that at all.
Yeah, not honestly, it doesn't really matter who gets the early kill. Like, if Nami is able to get the early kills and able to build supportive item, Twitch is gonna hurt you more because Nami's the enchanter, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, Yumi's also an enchanter, is she not? What would you call her?
She's an enchanter. I'm just saying, kills on enchanters aren't bad, right? It's not like a tank getting a kill. Oh, there's a
gank. Yep, Say Jose is going to get caught up by Mr. Shmee. No wards to catch him out as well. Came through the tri-bush. Very nice. Juggernaut to go ahead and land that knock-up onto Say Jose. And Mr. Shmee is going to pick up the kill. So he did give up a death, but he's making it up with a nice kill. Juggernaut just there for support.
Yeah, I wonder if Jose was able to see Hecarim on the ward that he has put down earlier.
I think it was a little bit too down. Like, it wasn't in the grass or in the brush. So it was in the actual, like, little, like, hall part. You know what I'm talking about? It was on the ground. It was in the path. It wasn't in the actual tri-bush. So I don't think that they actually saw them.
Oh, not in the tri-bush. The one in the... I think it's a banana bush. Anyways. But he didn't see the gang coming, and he got caught out by Scion, which is, like, really not what you expect, because Mundo's can always get away from the Scion knockup, right? With his inbuilt passive. So, really good on Juggernaut, but just taking that passive away every single time.
Absolutely, and since they took advantage of the chaos as well, they did take that first Drake, that Infernal Drake, just a few moments ago. Mountain's coming up next, so this game could be a Cloud Soul. I would like to see an Ocean, you know, fire, earth, and water. That'd be cool.
If it's a Cloud Soul, the Riot game just playing for across the map. Hecarim benefits from Cloud Soul so much that he might just single-handedly win the game.
That is true. Say Jose, I thought, you know, that Mundo would have been able to have like a little bit more poke, like in regards to the cleavers, but Juggernaut is doing a great job landing those knockups and you know, getting rid of the passive and then still applying the damage as well. It's incredible. Mr. Shmee, another gank here. No, he's not going to gank. He's just showing up into the mid lane. I was like, okay, Pyro. He's not level 6 yet, so he can't do what is the name of his ultimate? Another fight around the scuttle, but he has the level advantage over him. He did take that one as well, so that did go to Mr. Shmee. Very nice.
Now it's 1-for-1. Mr. Shmee feels 1 for Constellation stealing it earlier.
Absolutely, and Jury is going to be going AD Twitch. He picked up the 2 long swords and a pickaxe, so it is looking like he's going to be going AD, I would assume. Yep. You know what to say about assuming.
No, you shouldn't.
Yep. Yep, exactly. That's how the saying goes.
Yeah, maybe he's just picking one AD item and then going AP.
The poison lingering a little bit longer than Jury thought, taking 2 tower shots, forcing him to back off, so he does have to play a little bit back now. Zeri doing a really good, or Parcel, I'm sorry, doing a really good job of keeping up in farm this time. There isn't that big of a farm difference except for in the top lane. Mid 12 farm is like not terrible because you can bounce back from that, but 30 farm? That's 2 kills worth of gold, essentially, that Scion is up. Because every 15 farm is 1 kill worth of gold. So it's not looking good so far. And he has an assist already, so...
And also in a tank matchup, right? Like, both of them are just tanks. Nobody can kill each other, but farming is just better in all aspects. And also gets the first gank off and gets the kill on Chose too. So overall, Juggernaut is doing really good for himself.
Shmee's going to go to make his way to the bot lane here. I think he knows that there's no sums. Very nice ultimate to go ahead and have the fear pop off, and Jury's going to pick up 1 kill. Rezi is just so squishy. That's what happens when you can't attach to nobody. 1 and number 2. No! Oh, the shields and then the stupid healing. It's not stupid. I shouldn't say that, but I feel that because I've been against so many Yumis and I'm a bot lane player. Great job from Rezi. Definitely great pro moves, not dying. That's difficult in a 3v1 situation. Great moves from Rezi. But man, that is so irritating.
They could have just killed Rezi, but they were trying to give the kill to Twitch. Oh, they're not going under the turret.
Yep, he is gonna go ahead. He does have the passive, so Say Jose still has to back off, but no, he has the ultimate. He's able to heal up. He's gonna get doesn't get the other plate, unfortunately, but yep, stepped up a little bit too far on the Mundo there underneath tower. And here comes Constellation making his way onto the mid lane. Here comes the tidal wave. Flash forward to try to dodge it, but no, the red buff is going to go ahead and take him out. Very nice move from Constellation to pick up that kill. And now they're back in it, 3-3. They're still down by about 1.5k gold. You know, they're not too far out of it, but that just shows you across the map. It's not just kills, but farm that is really the important thing, and objectives as well.
Yeah. The Riffel's up. I wonder if either of the teams are looking to play for it.
Let's see. We have Mr. Shmee making his way towards the top side. He's definitely going for the scuttle, but there's no other vision around from either team. I mean, yeah, they have the top side pinks. Actually, you have 2 top side pinks, it looks like. Parcel stepping up a little bit too far. Very nice move from Jury to pop up. The poison isn't going to be enough. No, barely hangs on by a thread. And Rezi with the clutch heals there. I love that. And he doesn't even have to back all the way if he didn't want to. Let's see how much gold they have. Yeah, they're sitting on 20... no, they're sitting on 600 gold. So, they don't have an... I guess they could pick up...
I'm pretty sure Parcel
Noon
just
Quiver?
got back to lane and they pushed out the lane and now he's to go back again.
Yep. E is going to go ahead and go off. Here goes the onslaught from Mr. Shmee to go ahead and get the fear proc, but is it going to be enough? Very nice knockup comes in from Juggernaut. He is going to start tanking the tower, and that is going to be it. Mr. Shmee picks up the kill on Seishose. Very nice moves. I like the synergy on top lane from Seishose, or I'm sorry, from Juggernaut and Mr. Shmee from game 1 and game 2. I mean, they just know that Jury is fine with Ali in the bot lane, so he doesn't really have to focus a whole lot down there. GG no rematch. I mean, into the LeBlanc, they know that a LeBlanc can escape unless, you know, they had flash forward, just like what I was about to say right now. Does get the suppress, but is underneath tower, and it's going to be a 1-for-1 kill. The electrocute does go off. Ali Dragon now looking a little bit low. Joey's going to be picked off here by Parcel, looks like. No fit. Oh, I was going to say he's going to focus his attention onto the Nami, but no, picks up a double kill. Very much needed by Parcel in the bot lane. And there you go. Pops the ultimate, pops off there, and they are going to pick up the second dragon, which is a Mountain Drake. That's kind of big. You know, extra resistances, extra shields as well, so that is good for the side of Ventures. They have to pick up something, and that is what they needed to stay in this. It was looking a little bit jury, but not yet. They said, we're not out of this. We're getting a game 3, damn it. We haven't had one of those in a while.
Answered by Rifthill on the other side of the map. The winning side of the map is like top lane right now. Like me, every time he goes to the top lane, he gets a kill. He's having a fun time. And in the bot lane, like I know Twitch died twice, but he's still scaling just as well. He's like not super behind in items. He's not super behind in farm. He's died 2 times, and so has Larry.
Oh, here we go. GG no rematch. Dodges the chain. That's really nice, but he has a secondary chain just in case. The Yumi ult, just for good measure, but Constellation picks up the kill onto GG no rematch. Very nice. That's what I said. If they can get these picks before, you know, well, there's no objectives, unfortunately, up at the moment, but if they can get these picks, they're going to set up really nicely. Riptail's going to take out the top tower, and that's going to be first tower. Stations, they just made it back to lane. He is going to... No, he's not going to get the kill onto Mr. Shmee. Very close call, but no cigar. Parcel is going to get picked off here by Jury, it looks like. Dodges the bubble, so very nice. Tries to flash over the wall, but the poison is going to be a very big pain, and Nami picks up the second kill onto the support there. No, I'm saying other way around. Twitch picks up the kill onto the support, while Nami picks up the kill onto Twitch there. Juggernaut gets picked off by Pyro. Looking really low, doesn't have... I'm so used to Sion picking up a Prowler's Claw, and I'm like, is he going to pop to him? But no, he went he went Aegis this game, so he's going tank.
Yeah.
Oh, he is going to go Prowler's Claw, just not yet. Got you. That's good to know.
No, I was saying if he did have Prowler's Claw, he would have killed LeBlanc, right? But he
true.
probably would have survived for as long as he did.
Oh, good point.
But what I wanted to say was like Smee actually misplaying in the top lane, even though they get the Mundo kill. He uses ulti and hit nobody with it.
I didn't see that.
So he was down an ultimate, and then Lee Sin and LeBlanc roam top lane, and then they get the 2v2 kill on it. So
that's
on the top side of the map they came positive, but on the bottom side of the map Twitch Nami kills. In the 2v2 Twitch Nami just wins, right?
We don't know. It was a double kill last time. I know Constellation was there as a support, but here comes the invisible Jury. They did catch him out. It is stealth, not invisibility, so you can't get as close as Shaco can, my friend. You got to remember that. Sion also made his way down to the bot lane here. He's like, I'm done with that. Top lane. We already got the tower. I don't need to be up there no more. So I'm going to go ahead and trade, and I believe that means Twitch and Nami are going to make their way to the mid and top. So yeah, just roam around. Good strats. Yeah, he's going to take that easy.
Champions around the map, just keeping up farm.
Uh-oh, Constellation make his way down there as well. Does have a nice ultimate to knock him back. Sion still has ultimate to run away, but they are doing a good job of stopping him. I mean, she has the movement speed. There's nothing that he can do. Let's see what if she can even pick up the kill. Can Zeri do it? Yeah, auto it to death. I mean, I'm trying to hype it up as much as possible, but let's be for real. She's just autoing and stepping in front of him. I can only do so much, man.
Even with just autoing it, like it was 3 people versus 1, and it took them forever to kill this Juggernaut. It's going to be harder as the game goes around because, again, the only AP source of damage would be LeBlanc, and LeBlanc is not a tank buster by any means. She's a burst mage, assassin, and if the game goes long enough, like Sion's going to be sitting on 7k HP with like 300 armor, and she's chilling against Zeri. I know Zeri does a little bit of magic damage, so that's maybe a saving grace. But there's a lot of items that Sion can build and just be a beef ball while Twitch cleans up.
That you're not wrong, and he already has a Bramble Vest, so he's negating the Yuumi heal. So they did pick up early Grievous Wounds. Nami also picked up an Oblivion Orb. Nothing picked up for the side of Ventures again. I mean, I know Hecarim doesn't have that much lifesteal or that much Omnivamp or whatever, but the Nami's heals are still clutch. You know what I mean? Like, she could still heal quite a bit the later this game goes.
Yeah, I mean, they just don't believe in anti-heal, and I mean, I can understand from some champions, like LeBlanc does not want to go towards Emerald or Omicron, Lee Sin doesn't want to get his damage output from going the Executioners, right? Like, every source of damage counts when you're playing that side of the match. Zeri could potentially buy it, but it's still just better if Yuumi goes Chemtech Purifier, but Yuumi does not have money, right? She's lacking in that department right now.
Severely.
They're trying to 2v1 the Sion in the bot lane, but again, who has the damage to kill him?
Yeah, not between a LeBlanc and a Mundo. Absolutely not. There's no DPS there. They are bursty champions, and he is a tanky boy.
He clears a control ward, puts down his own control ward, and walks away scot-free.
Yep, absolutely scot-free. They're going to go ahead and try. Oh, the passive is going to get popped here by, say, unfortunately. The Sion ult is going to go ahead and pop him off as well. Pyro's going to go ahead and try to do what he can in the backline here, but the Malzahar ultimate's going to go ahead and stop his progression there. Say Jose is going to get taken down really low. That's 3 kills now on over to the Malzahar parcel. And Rez in the middle of it. Let's see if he can get the pentakill. No, they're going to back off. Go straight for the Hex Dragon. That is going to be the sole point here. Parcel doing what he can to try to stop them, but I don't know if he can pop off with the pentakill. Oh, a nice bubble's going to land on to Rezi here to stop them from getting back, and that's going to be a quadra kill unofficial for the side of Rezi. Alley Dragon trying to see if they can do it, and an unofficial pentakill technically for GG No Rematch. Very nice move. I love it. He is getting my MVP vote. I know it wasn't a technical pentakill, but it is in my book. Look at you.
Even if it's not a pentakill, it's a team gap ace.
Team gap ace.
What a team fight. Like, Sion just sitting in front, soaking every single piece of damage that Wenches could produce, and again, across the map doesn't have to do anything, right? They just sit back, they auto attack, they put Malzahar E on somebody, they ult the Lee Sin that jumps in, and all of a sudden you just win the team fight, right? So much damage coming from like the Twitch, the Malzahar. He already has this Rylionn script like Scepter, which means you can't even walk away from him. And as you said, already pointed out, they don't have any sort of anti-healing. That means Nami heal, which is not generally too much, is super effective right now.
Absolutely. The sustain is unreal. They have so much going on. You know, potentially Twitch can build a Bloodthirster if he really wanted to go ahead and keep on the sustain on his own in addition to the Nami heals. It looks like they're making their way to the Rift. Very nice. Mr. Shmee is going to get ultied. He's going to go ahead and ulti in as well. Spell immune though on Say Jose, but GG No Rematch ultis as well. Say Jose takes out Jury actually. Wow, that's kind of big. 14 Ventures here. Say Jose is going to go ahead and keep on running in. Ali Dragon is next on the list, but is a 3v1. GG No Rematch just follows up with another kill. And a double kill on over also to Mr. Shmee. That is a... Nope, not another team gap ace. But very close. Very close.
Very, very close. I mean, if you just looked at the fight, like, I think if Jury didn't step up as forward like as he did, that would have been just 4-0, I think. And, like... Nami already having that Oblivion Orb, like, Yuumi isn't healing as much as she could, right? So you're losing a lot of healing. That Mundo Yuumi combination is really strong, but both of them are just negated because Nami decided to build one item that just, you know, cancels them out. Same with Sion. They both have anti-heal, and that's all they need. And
that's
it's working out amazing for them.
It's such an important buy early on as well, and like you said, I mean, Juggernaut, how much health does he have right now? Can you see?
Yep. Juggernaut currently possesses 2,900.
Oh my god. Pyro is just getting taken down so low. Jury just pops up from invisibility, just autos a couple of times, does his E, and then just backshot on off. 80% of her health gone.
And Jury is also going for that Witsen second item, which
very smart.
I think is really smart because now Pyro cannot one-shot him. Right, and he's able to like output more damage, even though they probably don't need it because they're already doing so much damage, and they're not letting the enemy team heal. But like, now he's more safe while he's outputting more damage.
Yep.
I do think Hexdrinker would be a little bit better because LeBlanc is a burst mate and you need that shield. I don't know how much
Jury looking a little bit low here. I'm sorry, real quick here. I accidentally turned on the fog of war. Juggernaut's going to go to engage onto the bot lane, onto Constellation Parcel. They're doing a great job, though. I know you said he's a tanky boy, but he's not too tanky just yet. In a 3v1 matchup, Jury's going to get taken out by Pyro. Very nice pick here. Constellation's going to get taken out. Yes, he is, by Mr. Shmee. And that is going to be 1-for-1 in the fight so far. Jungle for ADC. Sign looking real low here. Pyro's going to get it the second kill. No, he is not. The shield comes in clutch, but Parcel is there for backup just in case. The bubble's not going to land. Mr. Shmee now alone, along with the Juggernaut zombie form as well, but that won't last too much longer here. So that's 2-for-1 for the side of Team Ventures. And I was going to say, Parcel and Rezi are not out of it just yet, but that blasting cone says otherwise, and they are forced to back off. She has hella movement speed.
The dragon's coming up in 55 seconds, which means...
They can't pick that up, though. They're all up.
Yeah, I mean, Ventures can't really still do it because, oh, he's also TPing away. So, the dragon, which is coming up in 40 seconds, and Mundo doesn't have TP for it. That's a bit tragic.
Yeah, that you don't want to be... I know you have to try to meet the Malzahar, but he can't really push that fast on the turret. He could just move the minions to the turret very quickly. And look, they're already there. You might as well have just walked back and then teleported to the dragon, because now, like you said, 20 seconds up until dragon. This is very important. You already hold 2. They hold 1 Hextech. You do not want them to get multiple Hextech dragons. They get 4 Hextechs, it's done. Like, that's so hard to come back from.
I can only imagine Hecarim running at you at supersonic speed and then ease you for Hextech damage, plus his initial E damage. That's just...
And Twitch's movement speed when he's invisible? He's going to be able to cover the entire map when he's invisible.
Definitely.
Yeah, not a good look.
Shift, yeah.
Alright, Juggernaut just setting himself up. Mr. Shmee's going to go ahead, and Olzion's in the back line. Does try to get Constellation, but he does dash on out of there. Yumi's going to pop the ultimate as well. Nice Malzahar ulti onto Parcel, though, to lock him down. They are going to make their way down to the 2 other members of Team Ventures. Double kill picked up by Jury. That's 3-0. The rest of Team Ventures wasn't even around the dragon, thinking about the dragon. Mundo on the top side. Yumi does get away, but that is going to be it. They do want to pick up the Baron, though, just in case. They're actually going to split up their forces here. 3 for the Baron, 2 for the dragon. Why not? Who's going to be there to contest any of them? No one. Dear God. Across the map. This is why they're number 1 in their division. Holy cow.
I mean, if you're TPing away from a dragon 40 seconds before it spawns, I think you just give it up, right? You don't fight for it 4v5 when you're 10,000 down.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I don't think how that fight would have turned even if Mundo was there. They'd probably live for another 10 seconds, I guess. But I don't think you ever win that fight. Your only hope is, like, maybe Zeri, like, the miracle team fight, and she's just able to kill because she is a new champion. 2022 champion, so... But even then, T has to build a QSS, which means her Black Cleaver build would be even later than it's already going to be, because she's already so behind. Yeah,
it is pretty rough. Let's take a look at the goal difference between both of the members. I'm sorry, both teams here. And Twitch has 91k, Malzahar 11k. I mean, Hecarim with 10k, 7,200 on Lee Sin, 8,400 on LeBlanc, and 7,500 on Zeri. I mean, they're just so under, like, equipped right now. So under equipped. She has 1 item.
Like 2k down, which is almost like, you know, almost 75% of an item.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Essentially.
And then she had to build
Quicksilver.
So that's like a whole item she's behind.
Oh, a double knockup coming in from Juggernaut. He is going to 2v1. Constellation is looking real low here. Forced to kick him back. Pyro is going to try to distract as quickly as possible. But that is insane. That's actually insane. He effortlessly 2v1'd. Like, just literally standing there was a huge problem for them. Like, they do not have any tanks to match this. I mean, Mundo's doing what he can, but he's in top side. Pyro is going to go ahead and
damage for him.
You know, stun him. Very nice. Or root him. I'm sorry. Parcel and Rezi now make their way down to the bot lane, but they have Baron. They're going to split push the top side. Jury, Ali, and GG here. And here comes 3 members now for just Juggernaut alone, and he's still not dead. And now that he has a zombie form, they're just going to run away. But look at that. They're already on the tier 3 top tower in top side, and I don't know if they can stop it. This Baron is just so strong.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, there it goes.
Saw how long Juggernaut lived for. in front of like 2v1, just taking their control ward right in front of their turret, and it's like Mundo could
Oh
not
my
survive.
god. Yep, there goes the ultimate coming in from Mr. Shmee. Picks off Constellation. Parcel is next on the map. Seychelles is trying to do what they can, but there is nothing. He's just going to walk right on out of there. Parcel does get the cleanse off, but it is not going to be enough. Twitch is going to pick up the kill, and that is going to be 2 inhibs down. 2 members down for the side of Team Ventures. Sion's going to be up in just a moment. He has the teleport available. The advanced recall, or the backing recall, is going to come through, but he has teleport as well, so it's going to be a double teleport here. They are looking to close this out. Juggernaut tanking ball towers. 1 Nexus tower down, 2nd Nexus tower down. Across the map is wasting no time. 26 minutes and 10 seconds into the game. They take game number 2 and the series at that across Team Ventures. Great job from across the map. I mean, seriously, perfectly executed game 1 and game 2 from across the map. Like, they are bred for this. Like, they are just built differently, my friend. You know what I mean? Hold on one second. I don't know where my camera went. Let's turn that back on. There we go. Yeah, absolutely built different. Across the map, just coming in so brutally. Like, devastating fashion. Like, there's really no other words to say it. You know what I mean?
I mean, definitely. I mean, both of the games finished so quickly too, like 26 minutes second game, and they were in control throughout the game. Like, only 1 kill that I felt like could have been avoided was that first scuttle steal from Lee Sin.
Yeah.
They didn't need to go for it, but it didn't really matter in like the larger scheme of things, because they were just mechanically and in all other sense, they were just better than the enemy team. Like, Zeri even finished Mercurial Scimitar, whatever. And she has no damage to kill Sion, and both Nasus and Sion from Juggernaut being absolute menace towards the Ventures team. They just couldn't really do anything about it, right?
You're not wrong. I mean, Sion was literally 1v3ing, 2v1ing constantly all game. It did not matter. Like, I love the focus from not constantly, Mr. Shmee on the top side there. Like, both games, he just kept on going up there. He knew Jury and Ali were fine. He knew GG was fine. Not that Juggernaut was bad. I mean, he's doing a phenomenal job, but it's like, out of all of the lanes, you're the one that I need to focus on the most. We've got to make Seychelles just completely unusable the entire time, because you definitely don't want to have a fed Mundo. That's horrible. If you have a Mundo Yumi, that's just stupid. You definitely don't want to mess with that. But let's go ahead. I have polls for the oops, I spelled Juggernaut wrong, but that's all right. I have the polls available. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3. I messed up on the polls. I'm so sorry. Hold on one second. I gotta report this poll.
Yeah, redo it. That's fine.
Yeah, I gotta redo it. I messed up.
In the meantime, who do you think deserves the MVP for this two game series?
I'm so biased because Jury and Ali are so good in the bot lane. You know what I mean? Like, they relieve so much pressure off of the enemy team. Like, the ADC is probably the most impactful on the map, because it's like, you can have a fed top, you can have a fed mid, but like, if the ADC is fed, it just is so much different. It's so much harder. But if I had to give it outside of them, I'm going to go with Shmee. I'm going to definitely go with Shmee on that one, 100%. I got to redo the polls. Please disregard. How do I stop this? Because it sucks. And I can't start another one. It won't let me. I messed up. I put Juggernaut as the title, and then I put everybody else on there. And everyone's voting for GG, but I didn't even give Juggernaut a chance. If you want to vote for Juggernaut, just vote in chat Juggernaut, and we'll count them if need be, because I'm sorry.
We'll count them.
But right now, it looks like GG No Rematch is looking like the MVP. He has 4 votes right now casted for him, so I can't argue that. GG No Rematch did a phenomenal job. He had the Malzahar. He was able to stop the LeBlanc. Game number 1, let me remind myself who he picked up game number 1 here. He was Syndra. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He was Corki. The Corki was fantastic. He did a great job disengaging when need be. He did overstep once, but outside that one time, that was pretty much it. Jury was really the MVP of game number 1 on the Lucian Nami combo there. Can't argue that. I mean, Nasus as well on Juggernaut. It's so difficult. It's like I want them all to be MVP. You know what I mean? They're all so good. It's very hard. But
Oh yeah, I mean definitely. I think every single lane throughout both series, it's really hard to pick one, right? When there's like 3 lanes and then
it
you have Mr.
is.
Shmi running it, running the whole show, as jungler. So for me, I think I would, well, I would probably give it to Juggernaut just because it was a top canyon both games. He was just like perma under their turret killing them
Right.
and in their face, right? He was pulling all the pressure. He was a tank, obviously, but even then, he was still pretty strong in all aspects of the game.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did. They picked a very good comp both games. It was very difficult for Ventures to play into that with what they did. They tried to pick comp, it didn't work. They tried another pick comp, it didn't work. And it was just like they played so well macro-wise across the map did. And we have 1 vote for Juggernaut, that is myself. But it looks like GG No
I'm a
Rematch is leading the pack still with 4 votes. Definitely get your votes in, please. I know I messed it up. I'm kind of tired. I'm so sorry, everybody. Juggernaut, Mr. Shmee, GG No Rematch, Jury, or Alley Dragon. I'm so sorry about that, Juggernaut. I'm so sorry. I can do another poll if you guys want to. I'll do like a 60-second one to make it fair. Of course, my friend. I messed it up. It's my fault, so I gotta cast the vote, you know?
Yeah, I'm trying to find out how to stop this poll, but I
can't. It's not. Once you start it, you can't stop. Future, no. You start a poll, you cannot stop a poll.
I
Wait.
guess you can't.
Like, oh no, you can. I found
You
it
can.
at the end of the poll. I found it. It says, yeah, end poll, delete poll, whatever. I'm sorry, Jugger. I can do another one if you want, man. I promise you I can.
Oof.
It's all right. It's all right. We'll work on it. Oh, are you still there?
I am still there. I think the stream paused.
Yeah, I was gonna say I see it. I see it up though.
You do poll, he says. It's me. Because he didn't win.
All right, understandable. Is my what? Did my camera disconnect again or something? I don't know why that keeps on happening.
I think your camera, yes.
Okay.
Oh, I think for me.
There we go. I had it back. So it looks like GG is going to be tonight's winner. Let's go ahead, drag him in here.
Bring him in.
Let me find him real quick. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Here he is. Move to my room, please. Hello.
What's up, fellas?
Not much, man. How are you doing?
I'm a little bored, man. I'm not gonna lie.
You were put on Corky Malzahar duty. I can definitely understand.
I mean, I put myself on Corky Malzahar, so.
Alright, so you are the draft brains behind the team. Is that what?
I have the biggest voice, but everyone has freedom.
Okay.
Like I kind of come up with like general strategy of like what our plan is going to be going into it. Like
Okay.
we kind of knew like somewhat of what they were going to pick, no matter what, especially on the first 3 picks. So I don't know. It was just very boring, and the pick and bans was really easy. Once we scouted what they played, it was like just pick whatever unskilled champions there are, and then just make them play something that requires, you know, mechanics or whatever, and then we just punish it.
I mean, have you been bored with the whole division so far? I mean, has that been your mentality like the whole time, or like? I mean, you guys have been undefeated literally the entire time. Like,
I mean, we are team gap across the map, and we are gapping everyone in every role.
That is true. And I even said before the game, you're one of the veteran players, top tier that we have for Team Gap. And if I was to build a team for Team Gap, you would be on that team, or at least have some input if you did not want to be on the team as to who we would send, because you, my friend, you have huge impact everywhere you go. You know, your mid lane play, you can play that straight 1v1 if you need to, but you can also play the utility champions. Orianna, you can go ahead, you know, pick up. The Syndra was still very clutch. Like, your guys' movements and your callouts, are you guys just noticing that they need help in the jungle, or is Shmi like, hey, come, like, top, like, you guys did a good job, or he got kind of focused in the top lane there, but you guys did a good job also, like, collapsing, like, do you guys just notice? Is it map awareness, or are they just calling it out? Just for.
I mean, I think our comms are super clean.
Super fire. I would argue that as well. I wish I was in there.
Yeah, everyone basically gives good input, and I'm really good at tracking a jungler.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's like the most important part.
Yep.
So like as a team, we just get, you know, we communicate well, and we kind of like figure out like what plays we want to go for and stuff. Like when we want to go for a dive bot, or like when we want to rotate here, or when we want to pressure here, and then like, you know, obviously like you guys should know this, right? Like Shmi's not even a freaking jungler, man.
Yeah, he's a support player, right?
Yeah, we made him our jungler.
You could have fooled me.
He's crushing it too, you know. And like we got really lucky with like our 80 carry, like having our 80 carry, and our support obviously. Like their synergy is so good together. Like our girls are freaking awesome, man. Like they're so good together, and it makes it so much easier when you could just be like, okay, I know you want to play this champion, right? But just trust me. Let's pick this or flex this or do this, and the team's just like, yeah, man, we trust you. We're gonna stick by what you say or work with what you think, and then like whatever negative, like, you know, whatever feedback goes out there, like we just go with it, you know.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I mean, these drafts were simple. I got really bored, man. I just wanted to start. I was starting to dance game 2 on Malzahar, because like I don't know, if you just look like draft by draft, in the first game, like we kind of had like a little blunder with the Corki pick. Like we really wanted to just keep the Lucian flex open, but like it was just too free, because I think Corki's super strong, so like that was easy.
Mm-hmm.
I trusted Juggernaut to smash top lane, which he always does.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, can we talk about Juggernaut for just a second? He was literally 3v1ing in the bot lane. You know, the Lee Sin, the Yuumi. Like, you guys do all very well individually, but Juggernaut is just a different breed in the top side, 100%.
Yeah. He is a freaking monster, man. Like, without him, our playstyle actually just doesn't really work. Like, his pull works perfect for us. And, like, we work really good around like our strategy, like regardless of whatever he wanted to play, we'd find a way to play. But like we play really well through, like we can run 1-3-1, which I think is like what we're really good at.
Oh yeah.
And I haven't even showed it, because like I pick for team. So like game 2, I don't know how they blind LeBlanc in that situation.
Yeah.
And like it was just too free to play Malzahar. Like even though Malzahar is a boring champion and no one would want to play it, but like when you give away something so free, you have everyone on their team builds HP. I build Leandries, right? And LeBlanc can never kill me in lane because of my shield and like spacing, and like I can call for jungle even though I don't need it. Like it's just too free. It was just too free. You know what I mean? So it's like
absolutely.
I don't. It's so easy when our team is just open to things. You know, like if.
Your team in chat's like, freedom, you mean jail? Like, I can't play Kog'Maw. He wouldn't even let me pick Nidalee. And it's like, all right, well, how much freedom do they really have over their champion
I will never let him play Nidalee. I will never play Nidalee, ever. And Kog'Maw, we were going to pick game 1. We were really, really close to picking game 1, but I think it's just too punishable.
Okay.
When you blind it, so it just doesn't make sense. And then, like, you want to be able to flex, like, have, like, a Lucianami, and then, like, I think it's really strong 2v2, obviously, because of Lucian buffs, and it's like, okay, we play that, but if it's a bad look for Lucian, but they first picked Jinx, so it's like, how bad could it really be?
Fair enough.
Pick, like, some superior lockdown support 80 jungle 2v2 to, like, smash bot lane, and then they picked Kayn, which we had a feeling they were going to pick Kayn, because that's the only champion that he confidently like he could play, and then like we're just like, all right, well we can smash him on Kayn because they're gonna pick Kayn. We just pick Poppy or whatever other champion to like shut it down, and we just pressure him. Like we knew to win the game in 20 minutes or whatever we knew. Like we knew like because Kale's gonna outscale everybody, so it's like, okay guys, here's the game plan. And we still trolled a little bit. Like we had some fun. Like
we trolled a little bit.
I died to Syndra R because I was like, no, I'm gonna go for this because I have Hex Drinker, and I think I can tank it.
Oh,
I could tank it. And then I was like, oh, guess not. Haha.
Yeah, definitely not. Like, they definitely were on a completely different level at that point. Like, Syndra, I mean, specifically. Like, that pick was so good.
Games, though. Not our cleanest games, but like...
that's arguable. These were quick.
Yeah, but not... Like, we've had cleaner, right? So, like,
okay.
Not our cleanest game 1, but, like, game 2 is, like, exactly what our team is, right? Full pressure, win every lane, out CS everybody, get massive leads,
Well,
we did mess up a couple drakes and give up some drakes early.
yeah.
But we knew that we outscaled them and like in every lane, and we were just proficient on our champions. Like no one's given us Twitch yet, so we made sure people have to respect Twitch no matter what.
Good point.
You instantly picked Twitch.
Oh, you did.
Yeah,
You
I didn't want to. I was actually we're actually gonna flex it because I can play Twitch too. But I mean, we're up a game already, so like worst case scenario, and we haven't dropped a game the whole year. The only game we actually dropped was to Snipe a Gang in the first series we had, but like we then easily closed them out game 3, and they're not. Well, and we got our win back anyway. So
right.
Shout out to my squad. So
absolutely, and congratulations again. I mean, any other shout outs that you want to give before we go ahead and wrap up here tonight?
Shout out to Kiwi Kid. Big T.
Message you to ask. Like, did he ask you to do it?
No, that's just my boy, man.
All right, Kiwi Kid. Huge shout out to Kiwi Kid.
He's the reason why we have the team we have.
Oh,
so
all right, underdog MVP. He's the behind the scenes MVP.
If it wasn't for him, none of us would be playing together at all.
Look at
he
that.
He found every single one of us, and he recruited us to play with him. And then like our ADC, he also found. So like, this is like a mishmash of a team. Like this isn't even actually like our real starting lineup, you know?
That's like, crazy.
Yeah. Like I said, Shmee's actually a support. So like, shout out to like our ADC and our support who are, you know, are full time in this league and how much they've been popping off. You know?
Oh, you got to give yourself some credit too. You're like I said, you're a veteran. You're a top tier player within Team Gap. I highly respect you. I know a lot of the people here in Team Gap respect you. I mean, I would look up to you if I was a mid laner, but I'm definitely not. I'm not good enough for mid, so I stick to the bot lane. But seriously, great job again. You deserve the MVP. You are a great addition to this team as well. They wouldn't be where they are without you specifically as well, so got to think about that. But you're very welcome. And tomorrow, we have our VCL semifinals. It is going to be at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me double check the teams one more time for tomorrow's matchup. Hold on one second. It's going to be in the announcements in Team Gap Discord. So if you're not already a part of it, definitely go check it out. For the announcements that we have here at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it is going to be destroying expectations. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not destroying expectations. It's going to be Miami University. It's going to be leading to that, and oh my God, hold on one second. Who the hell is it? Doesn't matter. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tune in VCL semifinals. Unless Dark, you can remember because I can't right now. I'm so like out of it.
No, I'm pretty sure Miami had the first one, so
that's true.
It's not Miami destroying.
Oh, Ermine's versus Chrono. Thank you.
Ermine's versus Chrono. So be there at 4. Be there for Rylyonn's casting.
I think Wookie's going to be joining me on that one as well, if I'm not mistaken. So,
well, in any case, thanks for the interview, GG. Well, I'm hoping you don't have to rematch.
Yeah, me too. That's the most important thing.
That's the most important thing. Again, best of luck in your future games, and
thank you
for showing up and playing and giving us all this content. You know,
elite Malzahar gameplay.
Elite Malzahar gameplay, exactly. Malzahar, Corky just got on them.
Yeah, yes, sir. But you all enjoyed the rest. Oh, hold on, yes, sir.
So fun, I said. So fun.
Absolutely. You guys are always tons of fun. I love watching you. But everybody else, you enjoy your evenings. We will catch you tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be there. Peace out, everybody.
All right, guys, that was fun.